everyone. My name is Jennifer Morgan, formerly Jennifer Paul. I am so excited for the upcoming school year for the Physical Earth Science group. I'd like to start off by just giving a couple of ways that you can reach me if you have any questions or concern about your child's progress or just any other questions that you may have. First and probably the quickest way is by email at jpaul@pv-eagles.org. You can also reach me by phone at 856-540-6220, extension 7230. I am available every day between 2:15 and 2:45 p.m. if you do need to schedule a phone call with me. If those times are not feasible for you, please shoot me an email and we can arrange an alternative time. Okay. So this is an earth science class with some physical science concepts brought into it. The first marking period, we're going to be really focusing on astronomy and how the universe pretty much started. Second marking period, we'll go into planetary motion and going into geology a little bit. Third marking period, we will continue with geology and go into the hydrosphere and as well as the atmosphere in both the third and fourth marking period. All marking periods, I do a combination of tests and projects, and I'd like to bring in some movies as well as some really famous labs that the kids are going to be very, very excited to see. Speaking of the type of assignments that we do, first and foremost, we do have classwork and homework. I have minor assessments, which typically are my labs. I do love hands-on labs as much as possible. Some of the famous labs that the kids will do are the ice cream lab, which they will do most likely during the fourth marking period. I also bring in virtual simulations depending on the topic. We do some quizzes as well as mini projects. And then for each unit, there will be both major assessments on the form of a paper and pencil test, as well as a project. In the third marking period, one of the famous projects that the kids will work on is the earthquake structure project, which we'll get to build a structure and then we'll break it and see who makes the best and strongest structure. The kids actually do really love that project. Google Classroom is a great tool that I utilize a lot of in my class. Most of my assignments will be posted on Google Classroom. In the event that I do give them a paper assignment, they do have a class bin where all assignments are expected to be turned into with the knowledge that that is where it goes. And if it's not there, then they still probably have it or it got mixed up somewhere else. So I do encourage the kids to put everything into their class bin. I also post a lot of supplemental material, either some readings or videos on Google Classroom that I think will help them with the material, as well as any notes that I do in class. I do have the students do a note-taking worksheet, which is done on paper, and they hold on to that. But in terms of the actual notes that I gave them on my Google Slides, that is on Google Classroom. The students all know that I give them a due date and a time that the assignment is due, and that is in terms of that is when it's due. This is the time that I expect it to be turned in, typically within a 5-minute grace period at the beginning of the class period, and students have been pretty good with that so far. This has been, so far, the kids are really doing some great work. I'm really excited to see what they do going forward, and I am very excited to see what the future holds for these kids this year. As I said earlier in the video, if there are any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out via email at jpaul@pv-eagles.org. If you need to reach me by phone, it's 856-540-6220, extension 7230. Thank you so much for watching my video, and here's to a great 24-25 school year.